Team Garage, Brent here. BOBA red data vault. And like whenever I hear BOBA, I'm like triggering myself because of like all the banned BOBA stuff. This deck is based off of, I just like accumulated all of the playable cards in previous BOBA data vault decks. See what I have, parsing through like what's possible. So the thing that we like, I have a very lack thereof is turn one plays. So like right away it's like we want to have salvage so we can have some plays, but it's not a turn one play. And like we have first order stormtroopers, it makes your leader work, but it's like a turn one play question mark. We only have one General Pride. So we're playing it, and it's really good if you get them, and you just pray you do. I just prayed that I would, I guess, and I have one Kylo's TIE silencer. I'm lucky I got one, so I'm playing it. It works in the deck. It's a turn one play. I'm like, give me more turn one plays that are like good. And talking about good turn one plays, this is an amazing one. It makes your leader work. You can flip your leader onto this and it feels pretty good. And then we have some removal. You don't really want to play this turn one, but if you're playing against aggro, this is great to have because it gets rid of Gungi and gets rid of other things too, but not anything with the shield, because we don't have the ping stuff. So since I don't have a whole lot of of one drops or turn one plays, I'm like, well, I could just ramp on turn one. Like I'll get it later, but eventually this will proc. And in one of the games, I actually ended up double procking because I just played two on turn 4 on one of their one health units, and eventually it went, and then I went straight to end game, and I ended up getting a win off of just that. But I don't think I sealed the whole game. The same thing, Fiend Fighter. Didn't really see play. It doesn't have like having 2 defense is such a liability. It's just good if there's like an upgrade deck. Didn't see one. So then we have Droid Missile Platform. It has good attack, but again, it has low defense. It doesn't stick around, but when it does go away, you get your leader to proc. I was on the fence about this card, but it has 3 defense, and so it would just tend to stick around more, not into control. We have super laser tech in here. We don't have like a way to get rid of him on our own. If not, you're just getting damage in, but we're ramping. The TIE Dagger Vanguard, such a good card. I wish we could play like 7 of those and just be okay, because like this just would feel so good most times, because I normally get it late. So even though I don't get like a turn 1 thing off, it just sucks when you miss. Then we got 3 resupply. I mean, you can go, turn 1, you do the bounty, then do this, and against control, you're coming out on top. So we have 2 Dengar. It's a way to pump up our 3 cost units, and then we'll have another turn 2 thing. So like Force Choke after this is pretty sweet. I mean, you can play it as a body, but just no. FETT Fire Spray is a house of a card. If you have these are so good. Oh my gosh. Like, it's a travesty that I only have one of these. But when I played it, it was like over. IG 2000 doesn't feel as good in this deck as it does in Django, as you could imagine. But, it still does things. I just want to play because it just looks nice in this format when it looks like that with these. But it can do things with upgrades, and upgrades are going on. But I didn't see a single upgrade thing going on. This gunship pretty much always hits for 1 for me, 2 tops. It's still enough, and it's a capital ship. So then we can get into some of our other stuff later on. We have our 1 IG. It's kind of just a better Dengar, I think, because there's typically stuff with damage on, so then you can get pumps and it's pretty juiced. So then we have the best card in the game, then we have the second best card in the game, and then we have 2 Ruthless Raiders. Still, as a capital ship, it does things when played and when defeated. You can get your leader going, but at this point, he's already out, and then when he's out, he loses his ping stuff. So it feels kind of whack, but you can do it, And then we got the 1 War Juggernaut. This is just such a menace when it hits the field. You can ping himself. You can get rid of your... this is how we get rid of Super Laser. We got 1 Planetary Bombardment because we have a good amount of capital ships, and then later we gave him more capital ships, so this is just a way to end the game. I always try to go for the 12 indirect. So, talking about ending the game, this is another way to end the game. Talking about ending the game, this is another way to end the game. And then talking about ending the game, this is another way to end the game. And talking about ending the game, this is another way to end the game. Talking about ending the game, this is another way to end the game. Talking about the end of the game, this is how we end the game. And that's the deck. It feels really good to play a crate for once, the highest rarity crate. It feels pretty good, So then for the side, we got restock for Kylo. Not Armamentarium. We got the restock because typically 4 is enough. They might be able to play a couple upgrades tops, but they're typically not enough. There's just not enough. And when you just cap them like that, it's kind of crazy. And it only costs 1 resource. And during raid is another way we can proc our leader early on. Good enough for me sometimes. And this is just a meme. If we're not playing against somebody who has a lot of space units, this is just free. So we play it. And then we got our Palp, because we can end the game with Palp. He has Overwhelm too, and he does damage when he's on play, and it's a great card. Then another Relentless. I hate Control so much. I hate I'm sorry. I did change a couple things. I had Hot Shots in there for some ungodly reason. Took them out for I think I took these out for the power or the force chokes, and that was a good call. Not having yellow makes these a lot worse. A lot worse. Stay tuned. I really want to get started on teaching you guys everything I know about making board games, or card games mostly, because me and my friends really like card games generally, or a board game that also has cards in it, like Catan. We were playing Catan almost competitively. I think a couple of us ended up going to a tournament online later on, and it's going to be boxed and bundled, and it's going to cost money. It would be really fun to have you there on the live of me recording a course. I just stay tuned for that, because I really want to get that going, because life is getting kind of crazy right now. As you can kind of tell, I moved spots in the house and stuff. Almost lost the house completely, and then fortunately that we're good. We had moved back in and stuff, so life has been crazy. We're okay. I'm okay. Subscribe to the vibes, and see you in the next one.